guess the first thing to say is that the responsibility to protect applies in Syria. Of course it applies. And it's been acted on and mentioned and operationalized for over 2 years. It was the Joint Office that raised the issue of responsibility to protect in the summer of 2011 in drawing attention to crimes against humanity that were committed in Syria. A number of actors have taken their responsibility to protect very seriously. The Human Rights Council has been absolutely courageous in calling, and its Commission of Inquiry in calling what they see crimes against humanity. Neighboring countries have activated their responsibility to protect by accepting millions of fleeing refugees. States have imposed, not through the Council, but through other mechanisms, economic sanctions. There has been support for mediation. And of course, humanitarian organizations have sought to relieve the suffering Syrian population. So the responsibility to protect has been active. Now the question, of course, your 800-pound question is, why not the Council? The Council has been limited to presidential statements on the Syria crisis and has not been able to be united and has not lived up to the role that was foreseen in the 2005 Summit Outcome document. And I think part of the future of the principle, therefore, lies, firstly, in remembering the importance of these other ways of acting on the responsibility to protect, enhancing our capacity to put them into place, but secondly, investing in ways to remind the Council of its responsibility, as, in fact, the General Assembly has done on a couple of occasions through its engagement on Syria. And also, perhaps it's time for the General Assembly to think about, it's up to member states, of course, to being even more vocal about its role in peace and security, which it has. And it has ownership at the moment of the evolution of the responsibility to protect. So while it is a very difficult time for the principle, I don't see it going away because of what we've seen. I think the other thing that we see is that while responsibility to protect within the UN is a difficult concept to discuss, this is a concept that is now part of the normative landscape of international affairs. Ordinary people invoke it. A variety of actors use it. It is becoming more and more important to the debates that we have, and we must have an answer to the obligations associated with it.